yet Americans are beginning to report more difficulty paying routine bills. I'm going to skip down here. So, in the Census Bureau's household pulse survey last May, 46.7% of respondents said they had no difficulty paying usual household expenses. And then that went up to, by December, that had fallen to 39.9%. And then during this time, the same time period, the portion saying it's little, somewhat, or very difficult to pay those bills rose to 45.9% to 49.9%. So this is kind of showing us that over time, like people kind of, so we got the STEMI packages. They was getting a child tax credit. But one thing that pops up is a lot of people weren't going back to work. Mm-hmm. So it puts that 50% of people, and you know what? Shout out to the people, because it's one of those things where when it comes down to money management, a lot of people are trying to level up. They're trying to get a better gig, a higher paying gig. The problem is a lot of times what we run into is, higher paying gigs, you have to have a vocation. You have to have a skill set. The problem with walking away from work, a lot of times, of walking away from gigs that you didn't like, you can also lose part of that skill set. And one issue that, my mentors always told me, it was like, if you're going to have a gap of employment, you better be able to explain that to the T. Mm-hmm. And what employers are not going to necessarily accept, if they have to accept you, because there's this common thought process that when that employers really, really, really need you. But here's the thing, is in business, one thing that I've learned is business. Once you walk out that door, they've already moved on past the next. The 2 weeks is not only for you, but it's also for them to get set up. And even if they ain't got 2 weeks, if you